I have decided to destroy all living creatures, for they have filled the earth with violence. Yes, I will wipe them all out along with the earth. Build a large boat from cypress wood, and waterproof it with tar, inside and out. Then construct decks and stalls throughout the interior. Make the boat 550 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. Leave an 18-inch opening below the roof all the way around the boat. Put the door on the side and build 3 decks inside the boat, lower, middle, and upper. Look, I am about to cover the earth with a flood that will destroy every living thing that breathes. Everything on earth will die. But I will confirm my covenant with you. So enter the boat, you and your wife, and your sons and their wives. Bring a pair of every kind of animal, male and female, into the boat with you to keep them alive during the flood. Pairs of every kind of bird, and every kind of animal, and every kind of small animal that scurries along the ground will come to you to be kept alive. And be sure to take on board enough food for your family and for all the animals.
I think I want you to keep going.
So Noah did everything exactly as God had commanded him. When everything was ready, the Lord said to Noah, "Go into the boat with all your family, for among all the people of the earth, I can see that you alone are righteous. Take with you 7 pairs, male and female, of each animal I have approved for eating and for sacrifice, and take 1 pair of each of the others. Also take 7 pairs of every kind of bird. There must be a male and a female in each pair to ensure that life will survive on the earth after the flood. 7 days from now, I will make the rains pour down on the earth, and it will rain for 40 days and 40 nights, until I have wiped from the earth all the living things that I have created." So Noah did everything as the Lord commanded him. Noah was 600 years old when the flood covered the earth. He went on board the boat to escape the flood, he and his wife and his sons and their wives. With them were all various kinds of animals, those approved for eating and for sacrifice, and those that were not, along with all the birds and small animals that scurried along the ground. They entered the boat in pairs, male and female, just as God had commanded Noah. After 7 days, the waters of the flood came and covered the earth. When Noah was 600 years old, on the 17th day of the 2nd month, all the underground waters erupted from the earth, and the rain fell into mighty torrents from the sky. The rain continued to fall for 40 days and 40 nights. That very day Noah had gone into the boat with his wives and his sons, Sem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives. With them in the boat were pairs of every kind of animal, domestic and wild, large and small, along with birds of every kind. 2 by 2 they came to the boat, representing every living thing that breathes. A male and a female of each kind entered, just as God had commanded Noah. Then the Lord closed the door behind him. For 40 days the floodwaters grew deeper, covering the ground and lifting the boat high above the earth. As the waters rose higher and higher above the ground, the boat floated safely on the surface. Finally, the water covered even the highest mountain on the earth, raising more than 22 feet above the highest peaks. All the living things on the earth died: birds, domestic animals, wild animals, small animals that scurried along the ground, and all the people. Everything that breathed and lived on dry land died. God wiped out every living thing on the earth: people, livestock, small animals that scurried along the ground, and the birds of the sky. All were destroyed. The only people who survived were Noah and those with him in the boat, and the floodwaters covered the earth for 150 days.
Yeah. Now just read, probably the first verse from chapter 8.
But God remembered Noah and all the wild animals and livestock with him in the boat. He sent a wind to blow across the earth, and the floodwaters began to recede.
That's good. All right, so why does this story signify a type of Christ?
Because the boat was down and every passed the boat and it was saved from
Yeah, you could say the ark signified Jesus, right? What was the first thing that Noah did to, I don't know,
built.
That's right. He took a leap of faith. He had to exercise his faith. He had to step out in his faith. He had to build an ark in the middle of a desert. Right? Everybody within 1,000 miles thought he was nuts, called him crazy, walked by, ridiculed him, made fun of him and his family. Right? And that's sometimes that's going to happen in our walk with Christ too. You know, when you guys are hanging out in the park playing softball or baseball or football or, you know, playing music, whatever it is that you guys do nowadays. And there's going to be situations where you have to stand on your beliefs. Just like Bert was saying earlier, you have to release heaven on earth. You have to bind the evil and you have to release to heaven, and you have to, you know, you're going to be ridiculed just like Noah was. You're going to have to take that leap of faith. You're going to have to stand on God's promises. What's the second thing that Noah did with the ark? What did God tell him to do? God?
Yeah.
But then he said to come in. He said to come into the ark and take refuge, which is what we have to do. We have to do that with Christ, right? The third thing is that the ark was a vessel of life. I don't expect you guys just to pull that off the top of your head because I couldn't either. I had to research it a little bit. But it carries its contents to a destination, just as the exact words that Bert said earlier. Is he's going to carry us through this life. He's going to carry us to where he needs us. You know, this journey that we're on, it's not on our own strength. It's on Jesus. It's on God's strength. He's going to carry us. Go ahead. It might be, you know, confirmation. You know, there was one thing that Bert was mentioning earlier just about this, about being carried, and it brought back to remembrance about, I was listening to someone say about when you give yourself to the Lord, and when you truly, truly surrender, and you put yourself in the palm of his hand, and you let him carry you. The very first thing you have to recognize is that it's not by your own strength that you're going anywhere. Right? Because you're being carried. Secondly, it's not on your own strength. Thirdly, and probably most important, is you don't know where you're going to end up. If you really, really surrender and you really give your life to the Lord, you're going to let him carry you, you're going to let him lead you, and you probably don't have any idea where you're going to end up. I'll tell you that right now. Go ahead, Bert.
No, I said amen to
Well,
that.
amen. I mean, 7 to 8 years ago, if I would have never in 1,000 years thought that I'd be standing here teaching Bible classes on Tuesday nights, or up there playing guitar, or standing over here preaching on Sundays. Not in a million years. But I gave my life to Jesus completely, and
Can I give
he's amazing.
a picture? So sometimes I do that with them so they get it, like really get it.
Yeah.
Picture King Kong, okay? And then you're in, you know, like in the movies, you see the, you know, damsel in distress or whatever, and Kong has her in the palm of his hand, okay? So now here you have, you know, so you've got, say I'm King Kong, okay? And then this is me, okay, or smaller. So I'm God, this is me, okay? God is holding me, I'm plowing through, and then here's the earth, here's everything that, you know, you're going to be going through. So houses, whatever, big, you know, let this be like the